G'day all, this is Donovan here from the Medsafanti Guild blog in South Korea, learning Korean. Just thought I'd make a video today to show you one of the things that I do every single day in my language learning schedule that doesn't take too much time or effort really, that is immensely beneficial and applies to all languages and at just about every level, almost every level. This is especially important though for people who have already beaten the beginner elementary stage and you're kind of moving up and you've hit a bit of a plateau. Anywhere from intermediate right up to advanced, it kind of gets a bit tricky there because you lose that structure and you don't see as much gain. And you kind of think, man, I just don't seem to be improving as much anymore. Going to use a book, كلمني عربي في كل حاجة, just as an example. A book that I have bragged about non-stop. You've heard me talk about this all the time. It's the best thing that's ever touched my bookshelf, but this is not what this video is about. But I'm going to use this today just to show you what I do with Arabic as I am preparing for an exam when I get back to Australia. So I'm kind of at a stage in my Arabic where I'm kind of, you know, I'm up here and I just want to keep going. You know, I just want to get closer and closer towards native likeness, but the higher you get, the harder it gets because you no longer, there are no more courses, you know, there are no more classes or courses, you're sort of on your own. So I hope you get something out of this today. This is a very simple piece of advice, but a very important piece of advice. Let me know what you think anyway. I've chosen two sentences from this for the purpose of this example, of this demonstration. The first thing I want to do, oh, by the way, these sentences, the reason why I would choose these two particular sentences is that they contain one or two expressions or one bit of vocabulary, two bits of vocabulary that are new to me or that I need to practice, that I need to work on. Okay, so just for the purpose of this demonstration, I've chosen two sentences. What I do first is I just listen to it. Okay, so this is the audio that comes with the book, comes with an audio CD and a DVD. So I listen to the whole thing first.
عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد وبناء عليه الحكومة بتحاول تساعد في المشكلة دي بس لازم برضه. Okay, so that's it there. Now it can be really annoying, really tedious to have to keep on rewinding through an MP3 or through a CD over and over again to listen to one tiny little fragment of audio. So what I do is I use Audacity, which is a free open source software for audio, and I isolate the one or two sentences that I'm going to use. So I've just done that here with Audacity, and all I have to do is press the space bar and I can listen to it over and over again. عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد وبناء عليه الحكومة بتحاول تساعد في المشكلة دي.
And then again.
عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد. Okay,
and again, and again, and again. Okay, after I listen to it a lot, then I start to practice it a lot. عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد وبناء عليه الحكومة بتحاول تساعد في المشكلة دي. Okay, and then again, عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد. And you get the idea, and I'll just keep on saying that. You know, I'll walk around the house, I'll go to work, and I'll be saying it quietly to myself at my desk at work. When I'm traveling to work, I'll be saying it to myself. When I'm in the shower, when I'm at the gym, you know, I'll be practicing it. As well as practicing the sentence, after you've done this for a while, you can start to change it around a little bit. So, the first sentence, he says, عدد السكان بيتغير كل سنة وبيزيد. Okay, so the number of inhabitants is changing every year and increasing. So what I might do is I'll flip it around a little bit. I'll say عدد السكان بيزيد كل سنة وبيتغير. So instead of saying, you know, the number of inhabitants are changing and then increasing, I'll say the number of inhabitants are increasing and changing. And then I might just change it, you know, throw different words in. So, you know, عدد السكان بيتغير كل يوم وبيزيد instead of every year, every day. Or in the second sentence here, you know, you have وبناء عليه, which means consequently or therefore. You know, you can insert something else there like وعشان كده or كنتيجة, because of this or as a result of this. You know, play around with it a little bit. you're using that, using the structure there, but just sort of, you're just changing the chunks, the elements, being a little bit creative with it. So you get the idea. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you know, what's the point of just learning 1 or 2 sentences all day? Isn't that just a waste? You know, isn't that you know, you're spending a lot of time just learning 1 sentence? It's not gonna benefit me. It's not gonna help me learn how to actually communicate better. It does, because language is music. Language is a string of sounds, and when you practice, when you listen to the way a native speaker almost sings their language, the way that they say their language, the way that the sound comes out, and you mimic that like a parrot. You replicate it. You spend a lot of time just replicating it. It really, this is what takes you from being just a competent speaker, just having basic level fluency, being able to get around in the language and get stuff done in the language, to actually moving up to that higher threshold of native-like, you know, of being like. You'll never be a native, but you can get closer to being like a native. You know, but you have to focus on these nuances. You have to really, you have to be open to listening and absorbing and just repeating over and over, almost like a baby does, you know? You know, memorizing conjugations and vocab lists. It's you know, it's not an efficient way to learn. This for me is how I learn. This is how the last 9 months or 10 months. This is essentially how I learned Irish. I never ever studied Irish grammar. Never. This is how I learned Irish. This is how I'm now learning Korean. And we'll be showing you a Korean progress video soon. And hopefully do a bit more of this on video for you with Korean as well. Just to sort of show you how you can go about learning a language without ever having to study rules. It really makes a difference. So, as I said before, you don't need a book. You can use films or TV shows. You do it exactly the same way. Just take a tiny fragment of that show, or that film, and just listen to it repeatedly, hundreds of times, literally. Repeat it over and over again. Spend an entire day on a tiny little chunk of what you're listening to or reading. And the other point is, the crucial point is to make sure that 90% of what you're listening to or reading is comprehensible. Do not try and plow through stuff that is way beyond you, because it's just tedious, it's totally inefficient, and research proves that you learn best when you understand most of what you're reading or listening to. And enjoy it. So make sure it's stuff that appeals to you, that you really take an interest in, and you understand most of it already. So when I read this, by the way, 90% of that, 95% of that, I understand that completely. But there are just words, there are fragments, small chunks here and there that I either don't know very well or I don't know at all. This is perfect. This is perfect for me, and this is guaranteed to bring me up. Just get yourself some material, even if you're at a low level, elementary level, get yourself a children's book or something that is at that level, and yeah, make sure that you understand most of what you're reading or listening to. So I hope that's been useful for you. If it has been, please let me know, and I'll make more videos like this. Show you. There are a bunch of other little techniques and things that I do to help me learn. If you're interested, I'll make some more videos like this. Make sure to subscribe as well, and make sure to check out my blog, www.mezzoguild.com, Mezzofanti Guild. Yeah, and stay tuned as well for for more Korean progress videos, so I can show you where I'm at with my Korean. And thanks for watching.